All right, okay. NextGen Real Estate is live. So that's the camera there.
All right, let's do this.
All right, perfect. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hola.
My name is Omar Robles. I'm the designated broker, owner of NextGen Real Estate. El broker y el dueño de NextGen.
Ay,
¿verdad?
Perdón.
Así se puede decir.
Excuse me, yes.
Pero ¿sabes qué? I couldn't do it without wonderful agents like Yessica, Molina, Luis Vazquez, Martinez.
Hey, thank you, man.
So welcome everybody to our show, NextGen in the Community. When we talk about NextGen Real Estate, we talk about the community and how it all ties together. Unfortunately, Frank Navarro is not here today.
Ese Frank.
So I think he was in South Beach. He's in Miami. He's doing his vacation.
Nice.
We all know he deserves it.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Frank is one of the hardest working guys, el Brody Maximu. So ahí te mandamos saludos de aquí, Frank. Está bien fresco ahora, para que sepas. It's nice and cold today.
Sí, ahora sí tenemos un buen día.
Right. So, Frankie, we miss you, brother, and we'll see you when you get back.
Yes.
All right. So maybe if you're around, you can join in. Maybe we can bring you on. Okay. So again, NextGen in the Community, and today we have a couple wonderful guests that are some of the top agents in the Valley, not because of their production, but also because of what they do in the community and their total professionalism, everything. So I'd like to welcome from M&M Realty Group, Yessica Molina.
Yes, that's me.
That's her.
Luis Vazquez Martinez.
Me.
That's you. And you guys have another team member here.
Yes, watching us.
All right, she's sitting here watching us, and I think she's making you nervous. Alondra. Hello.
Guys, I gotta
back
admit,
there.
I'm nervous, and it's kind of weird because I always do lives.
Right.
So,
No,
know.
you're fantastic. So, and all that means is that you care.
Oh,
That's what that means, that you care.
that's what that means, ladies and gentlemen, that I do.
That you care. So NextGen in the Community, guys. So again, thank you for joining me today, and typically Frank would be here as well. But you know, with this show, we like to talk to our guests so we can introduce our guests to the world and let them know a little bit about what you do. Because, in my opinion, it's an honor to have you both here and to have you both with NextGen Real Estate. So we can start with you, Yessica. I'd like to know about you, your hometown, your high school,
Okay.
any other experience that you've had. And then, of course, what attracted you to real estate? So, and then we'll go with Luis after that, after you do
All
your
right,
thing.
okay, cool.
Y también hablamos español, so you can do it in Spanglish if you would like. So,
All right, cool. But I'll talk as it comes out, right? That's kind of
Perfect.
how I work things. So my name is Yessica Molina. I've been an agent actually for like about a year and a half. But I've been doing real estate for I think about 5 years now. I kind of lose track because it's really something that I truly love to do. So I think when you truly love to do something, you kind of don't time it. You just go with it. So I was actually born in Mexico, but at the age of 2, I was brought to the United States. And then
what part of Mexico?
it's called. I was born in Caborca, Sonora.
Caborca.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
it's just-
Saludos a Caborca, todos
Yeah.
de Caborca. I have family in
Sonora.
Caborca.
Yeah,
Sonora.
Yeah, Sonora. So I was born there. A los 2 años me trajeron para acá, and of all the places my dad was, he was in Florida, he was in Colorado, he was everywhere. He took me to Casa Grande, Arizona.
Casa Grande, saludos. Everyone in
Yeah,
Casa
so
Grande.
I mean, I love Casa Grande. You know, it's a small town. It's bigger now, but it's a small town compared to Phoenix. It's about I think like 50 miles away, and that's really where I grew up. That's really my hometown. You know, I went to 1 elementary, 1 middle school, 1 high school.
Wow.
So it wasn't really a lot of action in my childhood.
But
you know?
that's pretty amazing, though, to have
Yeah.
that consistency.
I really did. I mean, I graduated with people that I've known since like grade school.
Right.
So it's pretty amazing. So I know a lot of people out there, a lot of, you know, the younger people, because I graduated in, 2010. So I did go to college. I went to college actually for 6 months. Funny story. I went to school to do business, and I got a scholarship for 2 years. I did it for 6 months, and I kind of just quit. And not to speak bad of college, but they were teaching me what I had already learned in high school. So for me, it didn't work out. After that, I actually stopped going to college. I quit college, guys. Okay, just letting everyone know. Then I actually went back to college, but this time I became a massage therapist.
Okay.
So I was a massage therapist for like about 2-3 years. After that, it wasn't me. It wasn't who I was. You imagine me being quiet.
Well, some of our people might want to know if you were still doing massage therapy. So I was about to give your website out, or real estate and massage therapy.
No, well,
That'd be a nice niche.
But I mean, imagine Yessica having to be quiet for a whole hour.
Zen,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, that is an
Kinda
interesting. Yeah, I really had it tough. So I kind of quit real estate. I mean, not real estate. Sorry, I quit massage therapy, and I literally just threw myself off the cliff. And I said, you know what? It's not who I am. I don't know who I am. So I'm gonna find out who I am. So I kind of just jump off. I don't know what I was gonna do, and I was probably just gonna do a multi-level marketing, which I completely love. It's made me the person I am today. And then I end up falling into real estate. My sister-in-law basically takes me under her wing and just starts showing me real estate. And I start falling in love with real estate because it's everything that I've always kind of wanted. So we have, not necessarily time freedom, but control of our time. I don't have to clock in. I would get fired, guys, because I clocked in late all the time. So I quit that. So, but I truly love real estate, and I'm glad I kind of fell into it, or it kind of fell into my laps. But it's fun. So, but enough about me. Go, Luis. Go, your turn.
Perfect. Well, no, that's a great story, Yessica, because you've had your license for a little over a year, and I know you've been in the industry longer than that. But hey, you should be proud of what you've done up to this point.
Thank you.
Mr. Luis, I know Luis, you have quite the background in sales, in coaching, and building people up. And it is an honor to have you as part of this company because we're that much better with you.
Oh, thank you, man.
All right, so let's hear Luis. Let's hear your story.
Pues, bueno, antes que nada agradezco la oportunidad que me da neXGen Real Estate gracias a ti. Inclusive llego a ti a través de Yessica. También quiero agradecer a Yessica porque gracias a Yessica pues llego a ti neXGen. Y pues ha sido un espacio, un tiempo divertido realmente ser parte de neXGen Real Estate. Creo que es una plataforma poderosa, no nomás para apoyar a la comunidad a vender propiedades o para la gente para que compre su casa, sino creo que es una organización que es una familia. Y creo que nosotros como hispanos, yo nací en Guadalajara,
Jalisco.
Así que si te gusta el tequila y si te has preguntado de dónde viene el tequila, where is tequila from, es por Jalisco. Así que ahí es de donde vengo, Jalisco.
Beautiful.
Pues yo llegué aquí a los 19 años, en el 96. Es chistoso porque hice casi 7 años estuve vendiendo paletas. Yo tenía una ice cream truck. Entonces,
¿A qué edad?
A los 19 años.
Okay.
So I had an ice cream truck back then. So if you seen one of those trucks that they go around the neighborhood and the kids, get off the property and say, stop. Okay, that was me helping others, in this case kids. Estaba ayudando a los niños, pues en cierta manera como a un sueño, ¿no? De pronto cuando somos niños, eso nos atrae, ¿no? De las paletas, los dulces, los juguetes. Pues bueno, eso hice por casi 6 años. Entonces, en un momento u otro pensé, bueno, yo no quiero hacer esto toda mi vida. Necesito pensar qué más voy a hacer, qué es lo que me gusta. Entonces, cuando llego aquí a Phoenix, yo acababa de salir de la preparatoria, entonces yo la secundaria preparatoria la estudié en México, en Guadalajara. Entonces, empecé a buscar otras alternativas. Trabajé un año en Home Depot. Después conocí a unas personas, amigos en ese entonces de la radio, y ellos me invitaron a ser parte de Radio Única. No sé si ustedes recuerdan Radio Única AM, la estación de radio AM. Entonces estuve trabajando por 8 meses en esa compañía vendiendo publicidad. Entonces de ahí, vendiendo publicidad, pude ver de una manera cómo se estaba moviendo el mercado en Arizona, en Phoenix. Entonces, en ese tiempo veía que los agentes de bienes raíces y prestamistas estaban invirtiendo dinero en publicidad, eran los que más gastaban. Entonces, de ahí dije, voy a empezar a vender publicidad, y de ahí fue que conocí a una persona que me invitó a ser partícipe de bienes raíces y préstamos. Entonces es ahí donde entro a trabajar en bienes raíces y ahí inició todo. Entonces he estado en bienes raíces desde el 2000, se puede decir 2003, Omar.
Okay.
Ahí empieza todo. Entonces, pues ha sido un camino atractivo. Todos sabemos lo que pasó en el 2008, 2009.
Claro.
Y prácticamente en ese tiempo me estaba volviendo loco. Creo que mucha gente pasó por una etapa muy, muy dura. Entonces ahí es que entro al tema de coaching, para yo poder entender todo lo que estaba pasando y poder yo salir de ese, pues en cierta manera, de ese hoyo donde me encontraba. Así que he estado en el tema de coaching, he estado involucrado en ese tema y me gusta apoyar a otros. Y ahora mismo, pues, se podría decir que esa es mi visión, eso es lo que me apasiona. Y obviamente real estate a la par. Entonces, se puede decir que pues ahí es como que surge todo mi historial, mi pasado.
Y como lo ven,
Beautiful.
es el que me ayuda a controlarme. Sí.
Well, we all need to have somebody like that in our lives,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So.
no.
Sí, así que pues gracias por esta oportunidad. Pero sí, realmente estamos comprometidos en apoyar a otros, especialmente pues a la comunidad. Ahorita estamos siendo parte de una organización que se llama el Taller del Foie. Es una organización de niños y que estamos pues apoyándolos a darle voz a los niños.
Okay.
Aquí en Phoenix.
Luis, let's take a quick break. Boom.
Good?
All right, guys, we're back.
Okay.
So, sorry for the brief break that we took. I had to go to no, I'm just kidding. We had to reset everything. When we go live, we go live, and sometimes we got to fix things, and that's just what we do.
Yes.
So, don't worry, it'll look good when we upload it to YouTube. You won't even notice. But again, thank you, everyone. Omar Robles here with the one and only Yessica Molina.
Yeah.
The one and only Luis Vazquez Martinez. Again, neXGen real estate in the community. And where we left off, Luis, you were talking about your programs that you guys help support.
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah, we're supporting right now an organization that it's called El Taller del Foie. So pretty much what they do is give the opportunity to other kids to increase their voice. No más bullying, that's el dicho
Right.
they have. So so that's what we're doing with the community. We're helping others. So if you guys want to join us, they can go to Facebook, El Taller del Foie Oficial, and they can join.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
we'll put that link. We'll put that link below on the page,
Okay, awesome.
along with the other links. So if anybody else wants to get involved or know a little bit more about that, about the bullying. And another thing that you guys really helped us out with, Yessica, is the Garfield school drive, back to school drive.
Oh,
You're out
that
there
was fun.
serving pizza, waving the
I know.
box and whatnot.
Well, they didn't know we had pizza.
It was a surprise. It was a surprise. I told them that I was going to bring it along with drinks. I think I told them like about a week prior.
Yeah.
So it was a nice surprise. They didn't know
yeah.
they were going to have that. So over 500 slices gone, and it was all because of you.
Oh, well.
All because you
It was-
waving the box
I was waving
around.
it. I was like, give me an empty box. I was over here dancing. I was flipping it.
People wanted to take a picture with you. So,
I got a paper cutter too, but
Oh.
you know, we're good.
We're working on health insurance. So.
Right? There we are. There we go.
But can you tell a little bit about what, because that was something voluntary
Right.
that we made open to the agents, and we had a great show. But what made you want to get involved with that?
You know, we've done it before. It was something that, you know, with the family, it's something that we've always done, kind of helping out the community. And I think, I think if we're able to, you know, yes, financially, but also, you know, time-wise, I think if we have those two things and we can give back to the community, I think anything that you do to help someone else, at the end of the day, is going to help you way more as an individual.
Right.
So, I mean, I went just because I was, you know, I hadn't done something for the community in like about a year because I was concentrating and just learning real estate, the part of real estate I didn't know. So for me, it was an opportunity to kind of go back to what I like doing, which is helping other individuals, and it's kind of cool because, I think you told me the story, right? Or I don't know if it was you or was it you?
Well, let's see what the story is.
Yeah, about the guy that he said he was all impressed about, everyone that joined together to bring the stuff to the Garfield, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was you.
Anthony.
That story was pretty awesome, because you never know who you're truly helping out.
Right.
Maybe not everyone there needed a backpack, but there was that one person that did.
Right.
And I think that's what makes.
We ran out of backpacks.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah, we literally ran out of backpacks, and we had other people coming up asking for backpacks, but they were gone by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were absolutely gone by then. So it was a great success, and we really appreciate you helping, giving a hand with that. Right. And we do a couple of events every year with Garfield, so that's one of them. The other one's the Turkey Bowl. That one's coming up. We'll talk about that one probably in a few weeks or so.
Right.
But as far as real estate goes, you've been one of the top agents, and you don't have to be shy about it.
Okay.
You can be humble about it, right? But you've been one of the top agents. You and your team haven't been together very long, but you're making a lot of noise. You're doing everything in a positive way. You treat your clients with respect, and that's something that it seems your whole team shares. That's the whole reason why you guys work together. And I want you to talk about what's different about M&M Realty Group with neXGen Real Estate. What separates you guys from your competition?
I think the biggest thing, at least, I speak for myself in this, is that I feel like they're literally my brother and sister. I feel like they're my family.
Right.
So don't cry, please. It's okay. No, I mean, we really are. So we do have a business, but we are family, and we always try to do I guess you could say justice or do right by our clients.
Right.
So, we never try to hide something under the table from them. Never try to do any of that. We if there's money to give because they need help in, like, we'll do it too. We don't think about it twice. So I think the fact that we treat our client as our friend or as someone that, we have to take care of, I think that brings us apart. Because it's just not just a business. It's not just a way to make money. It's a way to, create something great in someone's life. And especially buying a home or even selling the first home that they've ever bought in their life.
Right.
These are big steps. So you're part of a little bit of someone's life history.
And you get it because of how important of a decision it is.
Yeah,
I mean, that's your home. That's where you're going to live. And I think what truly makes a great realtor is the ability to look past just the commission,
right,
and be able to feel what your clients feel,
right,
as far as how important it is to them. So that's just huge, because we all need to make a living.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, if you focus on the relationship, the commissions will come.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, really.
They will come. It's something that I talk about in length to, in private conversations to other agents who are just trying to figure out, how do I sell more homes? How do I sell more homes? And a lot of times, if you're just focusing on the commission, it's going to be tough to make a living.
It is. Yes.
It's going to be tough to make a living because what we do, there's such a personal touch to it. There's such a personal bond, which is why I find it difficult to, as if I were a consumer, which I am, to do business with a company that doesn't have that personal touch. You have a lot of these
right,
discount this, discount that, offer here, offer now. You really don't meet anybody. You don't build anything with anyone. And for me, having that personal touch is key.
No, and I agree. I think, and especially with that, with what you said, a lot of people, they want to make more money. But they forget where it truly is all coming from. It's from these individuals. So once you help enough people get what they want, in this case, get their house, you will get what you want.
I think people can smell if we are into the money or we are into help them to achieve their goal. And I believe that's something that it's been helping us, that we are intimate with the families that they are trusting to come with us, and they're letting us to be their realtor. So I think, that connection that we have, like Yessica said, I think as a team, I mean, of course, we have different personalities. We're different age, you know, bro. I mean, I'm like 2 years older than her.
And then Alondra?
I'm younger.
Alondra is the baby. Alondra is the baby of the family.
I look the youngest.
Oh, perdón.
We're getting personal up in here.
Yeah, so we have different kind of point of views, and we listen to each other, and we understand each other, and at the end, the most important thing is our customers.
Right.
So that's what we like, you know,
Right.
to help others to achieve their goal, that is to buy a home, you know.
Right.
Correct. And home ownership, it's a blessing to be able to share that with someone.
It really is. It truly is.
It
When
is.
you give
It
someone
is.
the keys and they didn't know it was possible, I mean, I think that's what makes, you know,
Right.
and then you get your check and you're like, okay, cool, that's good.
And you know what's kind of cool?
I don't know.
At least for me, you know, when you're working with, you know, we work with a lot of Latino clients, but we work with everyone. But that's one of the, I would say the advantages of working with the Latino client is the carne asada.
Oh, the carne asada.
The housewarming, it's just near and dear to me. You know, to be able to be invited to someone's home that you sold to them.
Right.
And just be able to break bread with them. So that is probably one of the best things about
Right.
it.
That's the reason we want to close.
That's
Just
right.
For la carne asada.
That's right. And so it's just what you guys are doing. It's amazing. And I know you know, I follow everything that all of our agents do.
Yeah.
But I know that you have had quite a bit of success doing Facebook Live videos, doing your open house videos, and doing social media. So talk a little bit about how you do that and how it all works.
You know, I think with the lives, you get the real person.
And this is why we're
You know,
here
yeah.
right now.
And this is why we're here right now. That's why we had to pause it. That's why we're like making jokes and we're like, oh no, we were dancing. Oh my God, we're live. But you know what? I feel, and not that I feel, I've seen it, and our clients have told us, literally, we know you because we saw you through our phone.
Right.
You know, and since we're not just in the real estate business, we are in the people's business, and people already like you through a video. I think half of the work's already done, and I really think that you just gotta get in the camera. Like it really does not matter
It's
what.
powerful.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
and you
matter.
can't be scared, and
you
you
can't.
have no fear of doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, and if you are scared, just
go through it.
Just go through it. Yeah, just go. I honestly, I don't plan scripts. I don't do it. I just go with whatever happens in life. Like if I trip, you better catch that. You know?
I think it's like sports. The first time that you're gonna do or play sports, I think the first time you're kind of scared. I was scared. I mean, I love basketball. So the first time I remember that I went to the training, I was scared. But I think once you do it one time and second time,
Once you
third
dunked
time,
on someone, just
the fourth time, you're like free
Right.
to keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, it's exciting. I love doing it. I mean, you never know who's gonna write up some nice comment or even some rude comments. Like we've had them all, but it's just like you just gotta go through it. Like if they don't want to work with you, cool. Hey, it's a lie. I mean,
what's
it's
the
a view.
saying? If you're not ready for criticism, then you're not ready for success.
I know. Yeah. So
That's just the truth. So, I mean, getting up and doing the Facebook Live videos, I mean, number one, you're like so good at it. And I think I shared this story with you, Yessica. I was at a family get-together, a little family, carne asada birthday party. And, one of my cousins comes up to me. And she's like, and, she didn't say hi. She just says, hey. She said, do you know the little flaquita with the glasses and the hair? Do you know her? Does she work with? She was like in awe. It's like if I would have like FaceTimed you or something, she would have probably fainted.
She would have fainted.
She would have passed out right then
Starstruck.
and there. But the point is, like you said, getting out there and doing these things, it's a great part of your marketing, and it's a great part of how you serve your clients.
Right.
Because you do this obviously to make a living, but when you do these videos, you're serving your client.
Right.
Why? Is because this is the extra thing that you're not just putting a home on the MLS and just like, okay, MLS take care of itself. Everybody's on there. No, you're taking that extra step and taking that extra care and putting that extra oomph, behind what you do. And right there to me is one of the things that separates you guys.
No, I mean, I think it truly is. There's not many people out there doing it. There's not really a science to it either, guys. I mean, if you guys are an agent, you guys are watching us right now, there's not a science.
Anybody can go live.
Anyone can go live.
I think the flip phones can go live now, right? So anybody can go live. You can be an overnight sensation regardless.
I mean, it really is, and it's
train wreck,
fun.
one or the other.
Yeah, but it's so fun. Like, I'll have these clients, and these clients will call me, and they're like, Yessica, ¿cómo estás? And I'm like, I'm good. How about yourself? But they talk to you like they truly know you. And, and like I said, that's like already half of the battle.
It's magic.
Now you just got to make sure they qualify and go get them a house. They already like you.
And the thing is, even if they don't qualify right then and there, and even if they're not ready to sell a home right then and there, at the end of the day, everyone will be in the market at some point.
At some point.
We're all in the market. There's just different buckets,
times,
right? Exactly. Everyone has their own timing, and that's important to realize because a lot of people want that instant gratification. If you don't qualify now, right, you know what? They'll forget about you. So that's great that you're able to build those relationships.
Yeah, and I think we stick to their head. You know, we stick not to their head, to their mind. Like we stay on top of their thoughts because, well, one, they're constantly on Facebook. If they already watched one video, they're gonna watch another one. You know, so it's easy to just kind of keep in touch. You know, the little touches is what gets your clients to stay.
Well, we got Alex out here, Alex Aviles watching. How are it's Oscar's son, Jorge Quijada.
We got everyone watching right now.
It was, you know, I don't know what was happening, but there was something going on there where it was just kind of a little slow. We have text. Kristen, saludos. Luis, how are you, brother? And just everybody else out there watching, thank you for joining us. We're here talking neXGen real estate in the community with the M&M Realty Group, neXGen Real Estate, with Yessica Molina, Luis Vazquez Martinez, and then we have Alondra Avila in the back.
That she don't want to come in the front, but whatever.
Well, we'll put a picture up. But
I should hold your picture, Alondra.
So we've talked about a lot of great real estate things, but share with us, if you may, what is a great movie you've watched recently, or your favorite movie, one or the other, or both if you want. You want to share a little bit about that?
I have one that I love this movie. It's called The Bucket List.
That with Morgan Freeman?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good movie.
I like it because I always, what keeps me motivated, it's my dreams, my vision. So I think when I have that on my mind, it doesn't matter the situations that it's like estoy cruzando. I think when I have that on my mind, I always can go there. I can always achieve it. So I don't know. I just love it. Bucket List. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Yeah.
I have. It's been a while though. I know that movie came out about 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
There. Yeah. Bucket List.
That's a good one.
What about you, Yessica? Are you gonna say The Notebook?
No.
The Godfather, Scarface. What is?
I do like Scarface. Just
right. You know what's
take everyone
crazy?
down.
Well, here's the funny thing about a movie like Scarface, and we'll get back to you. It's like
actually, you know what? I love Scarface.
Right.
I mean, not mainly because I've watched it like one time because that movie is so long. Jesus, it's like a whole lifetime to watch it. But you know, if it was based on a more nicer side of stuff, you know, not like shooting guns, but like shooting flowers or something, I don't know. The background to it, it's like, look, you came from nothing, and he came from nothing, and he built it up. He just took every opportunity that he had, and he opened those doors. Maybe it didn't lead him to the correct path, but it led him to a path that, you know, he did choose it. You know what I mean?
There's certain situations in life where when you come from certain places, like you will do anything. Like our culture, society is just set up differently to where you can have all these options, regardless of your background, where you come from, because you can always find success in this country, and it's not like that in a lot of other places.
Right.
And the thing with that movie, it's just amazing how you would think, gangster, stereotypical drug dealer, but how many different ethnicities, where they come from, demographics actually love that movie.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so share with us, what is your...
So I'm very picky on movies, and a fun fact, I know we're going to talk about it regardless, but a fun fact is I've actually always wanted to be an actress. So for me, when I go to sit at a movie and I see a bad movie, like I will hate that movie for the rest of my life. I don't write bad reviews.
You don't?
I just don't.
You don't take to Yelp?
Yeah, I don't.
Yelping?
I don't. I think everyone, whatever, just take a chance and just pay $20 and go watch it. But a movie that I actually did watch and I really liked, mainly because it had like all my favorite actresses, is Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8.
So that one was actually pretty cool, and it's kind of cool now that in the time that we're in now, these empowered women movies are coming out. Right. Which I think it's very important for society. Even for our young girls, like, you are not meant to be in the kitchen anymore. Like, you're meant to become something. So when these movies come out and they embrace that and they show these young girls that, hey, if Wonder Woman can fly, why can't you? Right?
Sergio, how are you? Well, talk about in the kitchen, they say men are better cooks. So.
You know what? My father...
No.
My father is a really good cook. Yeah. Alondra is looking for someone that can cook. They gotta be approved by us. Just saying.
I love puppies. What else?
No, but I mean, I really love that
Ocean's
movie.
8.
Yeah, it was really cool. So just the whole plot, how they played it out, and
I haven't seen it.
No,
I'd have to watch it.
You guys need to go see it. Honestly, I truly like it.
What about a favorite book or a book that you've read recently that you'd recommend?
So I love. I don't read much. I get distracted very easily. Like, I don't know what it is. So I do a lot of audios. But the one book that I couldn't just...
Audio book, they count. They count.
So the book that I actually couldn't stop reading, and I actually finished it all the way to the end, it's called Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. So it's pretty cool. It talks about the blueprint, that you are literally... You're not born with the blueprint, but you start... That blueprint starts getting, drawn on or written on as you grow up. And, a lot of the times when, for instance, in the Hispanic community, we're like, oh, el dinero es malo or something like that, right? That's a blueprint that was engraved in our heads when we were younger. Or, cómete toda la comida porque no va a haber más tarde. So you just like stuff your face, right? That's a blueprint. Yeah. That's a blueprint that was literally...
Like, no, desperdicies la comida.
Yeah,
cómetelo todo.
So that's what it talks about. This book talks about like the blueprints that gets written on as we grow up, and how we need to sometimes look at it and say, you know what, I love my parents and I love my family, but I don't like where they're at. So I gotta go, get an eraser and start rewriting my blueprint what I want to be. So that for me, that was a really, really cool book. I really liked it.
Mr. Luis?
I read one book years ago. It's called Radical Honesty. Honestidad Radical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the author is Blanton. I think it's about, what I learned from that book is if I'm able to be honest of what I'm thinking with others, I think it can help me a lot to create the relations that I want to create. So, te podría decir mucho más.
Right.
But I think that's what I love. The way, if we are able to be honest with others, like right there, the first, whatever you're thinking, if you're able to, if I'm able to be honest with others, it's, I don't know, it just helped me a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. And what I want to throw out that I read not too long ago, because I have probably about 7 or 8 books sitting on my shelf that I've started, and I'm somewhere in there.
You're in there somewhere, yeah.
But Amy Cuddy, Presence, for me was a great book. And it's a very simple message. It's about your presence when you're, for example, let's say you're about to go into an interview or whatnot. So you stand in a superhero pose in front of the mirror, looking at yourself, to just kind of build that up, and you kind of your posture, just being aware when you're in certain situations. It's a great book, and she's a great woman. She was in a horrible car accident when she was in college, and just her recovery. When you read about it, she was just about paralyzed, and it took her a long time to get back. And she actually she was a speaker at the TED Talk a few years ago, and just her story is amazing, and she shares various examples in there. But Presence, Amy Cuddy, great book, and it might seem like a thick book, but it's such an easy read. Okay. As far as like, boom, you just are able to roll through it. So,
nice.
And what about a favorite quote? We're here with Yessica
So-
Molina, Luis Vazquez Martinez, M&M Realty Group. So
Yes.
a favorite quote.
So mine is, a man is but the product of his thoughts, what he thinks he becomes. And it all goes back to your mindset. Literally, you know, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're completely right? It goes with all of that. And it's true. I think a lot of the times our own heads stop us from achieving what we want to achieve. You know, and I think that's the biggest thing with people. It's just you need to know what you're thinking, and when you have those negative thoughts, like, you gotta stop yourself right there.
Yeah.
That's something I had to train myself. When I was thinking bad, I'm like, no, stop it. You know,
Right.
And I would say that to myself, or I would think of something else, because literally you're projecting that, and it's coming right back.
You know, some of the best days, like you said, that I've had is when I don't feel good, and I think something they're telling me not to do it, and then it happens, and then it's like, wow.
No.
You know, that was all right, man. What about you, Mr. Luis?
I'm going to say in Spanish, it
En
is,
español.
la vida me da lo que me gano, no lo que me merezco. It's like life gives me, I know what I want. Life gives me, you know, whatever I achieve. You know, sometimes we're waiting to I mean, I can say to myself, oh, I wish to have that car. I wish to have that position. I wish to be like Yessica, you know, to close several transactions. But I think life gives me what I'm committed to create.
Right.
So if I want to be one of the top agents, I have to create it. I have to go there and find people to offer the services to, you know what I'm saying?
You know, of course.
So that's my favorite quote.
So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we get what we deserve, right? Not, and what we deserve is what we've worked for.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's beautiful, Mr. Luis. Now, we talked about a couple of other things. Again, Yessica Molina, Luis Vazquez Martinez, M&M Realty Group. And this has been going on, but we're having fun here.
Yeah, we are.
So,
I like this. Keep it going.
I know. I'm like,
Are there
20
questions,
minutes,
guys?
20 minutes. And we got, well, you know what? We have Joseph.
Oh,
Morante.
Joseph. Yeah.
He
I
says
love
hello.
Joe.
We got Marta. And we got Sergio Arqueta.
Yes.
Argueta. I'm sorry. I in my dyslexia, I flipped the G to a Q. But Sergio, how are you, brother? Jorge. I'm also watching, so we're talking about things here. Now, what about like a favorite, like what is your favorite food?
Oh, you can't ask the skinny
Food.
person what
Yes.
the food.
Sushi.
There you go.
Sushi.
Sushi?
I
Yeah.
love sushi.
Louis
know-
sushi? Oh, man, I would
What do
say
I like?
sushi might be right up there.
Sushi.
I like-
Alondra agrees.
Mole, caldos.
Of course.
What else do I like?
So let's say you were on death row.
Oh,
row.
man.
Okay.
Like Orange is the New
Your
Black kind of
last
thing.
meal, your last meal, Yessica.
Last meal.
You can have
What am I
a
gonna have?
protein,
Ooh.
2 starches. No, but just a last meal.
Elote.
A last meal.
What would I get? I don't. You know what?
Alondra says tacos, but she's very vague in that.
You know what I
Tacos
would
de
want? I would get.
Asada. Filibertos?
Tacos.
Ooh, that gives you
Tacos de
heartburn.
cabeza.
De cabeza. From a certain place.
Oh, I sit there and I pick everything off. Oh, I'm like the black sheep of my whole family.
What is your death row meal, Jessica?
You know what? It would be a cocido.
Sergio, yes, you can
Yeah.
ask a question, brother.
Oh, yeah, Sergio has a question.
Sergio, go ahead, bro. We're here.
Oh, I love
watching
this
you.
kid. I mean,
Oh, he's amazing.
yeah, no, he is. Well, whenever he's
Yep.
ready.
Whenever you ask a question, we'll answer it. So, what did you say? A caldo?
It's a cocido. It's basically, they do it with like the meat bones. And they just throw it in there.
Right.
And
Sin el hueso no hay sabor. That's
yeah,
what Mom says.
right. I mean, it has like the smallest amount
Without
of
the
meat.
bone, there's no flavor.
It has the smallest amount of meat, but it has a bunch of vegetables. And I don't know what it is. I love caldos. And my mom makes the best caldos ever. Like, it could be 114 outside, but we still eating caldos, guys.
Sweating.
With that
AC at
chiptatines, and you're like...
60. Oh, man. All right, Mr.
I think
Sergio.
so.
How important is time management to you in life and in business? Now, I'll let Yessica and Luis, if you want to take that first.
So
You are the guest, so I'm just here talking.
you're just here to be here. You're just here because you know how to work the camera, huh?
That's it. I just press on.
No, you know what? I think I think that's something that for me, I'm still learning. I'm not the expert in time management, honestly. So that's something that need to still become better at it. But I do know that, or I have been learning that I need to not just focus on my business, but focus on my life. Give my life time, which is something that we forget to do.
Right.
In our business, I love what we do, and I could be doing it all day, but then I'm missing out on my life. Does that make sense? On my partner or my dogs or my sister, or going somewhere with my father, with my mother, So I think for me that's something that I need to learn how to do, do that time block to say, hey, I'm going to do business from these hours to these hours.
Right.
And the rest of the time, I'm going to focus on my family, because as a person, you truly do need that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Sergio, for me, that's something that I'm going to be learning, and hopefully I learn it faster than later, because I want to have a balance, and I think it's important in our lives to have a balance.
Right.
What I can say about that is, para mí ha sido muy importante. Creo que el poder tener control de mi tiempo personal, with my family, with my business. I think we have to separate that. I think I have to have time for my family. I mean, I love my family. And if I don't have time with my family, my life, or to do whatever I like to do, or travel, or I don't know, if I like to play basketball or whatever, I think when I do the things I love, that's when I get the energy from.
Right.
To going out there and work. So, para mí es muy importante eso, darle espacio a mi familia, darle espacio a lo que me apasiona, que en este caso personalmente es el coaching, a mí personalmente. Creo que coaching para mí es el poder ser la posibilidad en otros, es algo que me apasiona. Me he salido muchas veces del camino, to be honest, like 3 times I said, enough with this, I'm just going to do something else. And later on, somehow, regreso porque encontré que esa es mi pasión, eso es lo que me apasiona. Entonces, para mí, el poder hacer lo que me gusta es lo que de pronto crea energía para poder seguir creando, en este caso, bienes raíces. Y para mí es muy importante poder separar eso. Yeah.
Right. That time management for me, it's kind of it's a very broad subject as far as managing your time. What I now, I'm 41 now, so I've kind of, been through a few things here and there, in the military and, just certain things.
Oh, wow.
And, for me, time management has more to do with enjoying what you're doing at that time.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense. Because as an entrepreneur, we have to create. We have to create our opportunities.
Correct.
And just my definition of time management is trying to enjoy the time that I have. So I don't know if that makes sense. So if I'm with my daughter, if I'm working on something, if I'm in a meeting, this moment right now in my life, right? So this moment, what is today? August 7th, 2018, almost 1 p.m. I'm here and I'm enjoying this time. So for me, Sergio, that's just kind of how I do it. I don't know if we could write a book on that. I don't know if we can write a book on that.
Sergio's going to be like, thanks, guys. I got to get off now. Not the answer I was looking for.
Thank you, brother. But, and then, real quick, and this will be the last little personal thing.
Yes.
Right? I want to hear a good story. This show, me and Frank, we always talk stories, with our guests. Fun fact, you can throw a fun fact out there.
All right.
Or a story, just something you can think of, preferably in real estate, right? Since this is a real estate show. Something that's happened. I've talked about getting attacked by the little dog.
Oh, yeah.
I was told it was he won't do anything, and he wouldn't let go of my pants, towards the bottom. But anyhow, it was okay. I survived. But anything in real estate that you can think of.
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing.
I fell downstairs once. Nobody saw me.
Well, that doesn't count as a story, okay? Someone has to watch it. You know what? how do I say this in a nice way?
I have one right now.
Let him tell you.
Okay. We're closing a property, and we're doing the walkthrough. So we're hoping that the seller did the repairs. So we go to see if the repairs are done, and they're not. So it's been like 3 times where we asked the seller to do the repairs, and they told us, yes, they're done. And we go to the property, and they're not done. So it is funny because I don't know. It is funny for me.
Right.
It's like that. I mean, it probably is not that I feel off or anything like that. But,
I fell down.
It is funny for me.
Yeah.
But we're working on that.
So I'm trying to figure out like the lingo or the language to say it this. So everyone's normally always bigger than me, right? That's kind of what I
Bigger? No.
Are you talking about the
No. Well, everyone's just like always kind of, they're bigger. I mean, I weigh 125 pounds.
An Oreo wouldn't be an Oreo without the cream in the middle, right?
Yeah, I
you get
suppose.
a little thin layer. Good cookies. So.
But you know what it is? So
You're the cream in the Oreo.
I'm the cream in the Oreo,
Boom.
guys. All right, going back to my story. So my background in real estate, my brother and my sister-in-law, they do fix and flips, things like that. Well, when there's properties that we couldn't get into because the key was not there or whatever.
Before you say that, hold on. We don't want to do anything. No, go ahead, bro.
No. Well, this was prior to my license, okay? And I still kind of do this sometimes. Anyways, so they would see a window that would be open. And all of a sudden, I just see looking at me, and I'm like, shit. And they would make me go through windows. I don't know what was in there. I mean, a dog or I don't know, el cucuy could have been in there. But they just stuffed this 125 pound, gorgeous person in an empty house that who knows, and I had to open the door.
Well, because they know you're the bravest one.
They're just like,
you're the bravest one, so. And you probably run faster than them too.
In the jungle, so much.
You're probably faster than them. So.
But yeah, so that's what I'm used for, I guess. It just open houses that are empty and scary, and I don't want to do that anymore. Please have a lockbox out there, right? Basically, so I mean but that's I don't know. I like it. I tell my clients, I'm like, oh, it's fine. I've gone through doors and windows and. I've probably even gone through the plumbing once or twice.
You're like a superhero.
Well, I try to be.
Right?
Yeah. I stand in the mirror.
That's right. Be present.
No, but I do kind of want to say something, but maybe at the end remarks. No, go ahead.
No. We're about to wrap it up now.
Okay. Well, because I said end remarks. Oh, we have? Okay. So end remarks.
Yep.
Right.
We're gonna.
And this is for someone or kind of how I see
She's
stuff.
Looking at our little program, so we do like to prepare for this show.
Good. This is good. See, you should do this more often. Just give me a little timeline here. No, but so this is kind of for like the agents that are out there just starting off, or maybe they're not finding any success. Mm-hmm. For me, my mentality that I keep and I stay with is just open every door. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, just go through every door, as many doors as you can. If someone's giving you an opportunity, just go with it. It might be something good, and it might not be something else. It might be something that you want, something that you don't want, but at least it gets you somewhere, or it gets you into something else, because you never know what you're going to learn. So for me, it's just that. Just open every single door.
No, that's solid advice. Yeah. That really is.
Damn.
And everybody out there, thank you for joining us on this extended edition of NextGen Real Estate in the Community, but these things happen in life.
They do.
And again, I want to thank you. My name is Omar Robles. I'm the broker, owner of NextGen Real Estate. Have the privilege today of having Yessica Molina, Luis Vazquez Martinez with M&M Realty Group. I have Alondra. She's back there watching us, so thank you for joining us. And this has been great, guys. And I want to say hi to Frank, so we'll see you next week, Brody.
Frankie.
Okay, and just quick reminders, this show will re-air on YouTube, and Frank will be back from out of town. So again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.